Hey, what's up guys? This is Anthony from Anthony's Customs, and for this review we are looking at the SH Figuarts Naruto figure. Now this is a character from a show that I know almost nothing about. I haven't yet been swayed to get into the series at all, so I don't know any fiction or lore behind the figure. I'm just going to be reviewing the figure for its figure qualities. As far as likeness goes, I've heard people say it doesn't have a great likeness. I can't speak to that, so you guys are going to have to decide that part for yourself. All I can do is tell you if the figure is made well or not. So that's what I'm going to do. He stands about 5 3/4 inches tall to the top of his spiky hair. So a pretty standard size for the SH Figuarts. Nothing too exceptional in terms of size. He's pretty standard build, but he has a whole bunch of accessories. So I don't know what his original retail price was, but if he was priced similarly to other standard releases, then you got a good deal because he comes with a bunch of stuff. So let's look at that stuff before we get into the review. First of all, he comes with this, which is a separate piece. It's a little ball peg, so you can move that around to help your posing to look better. And then his little sack back there. Knapsack, pouch, whatever you want to call that. Apparently it doesn't connect to a belt or anything, but that's there, and it's painted well, so those are accessories. He has a bunch of hands, a bevy of hands. He's got 2 fist hands, he has 2 gripping hands. These are for his kunai, which I will show you in a minute. He has 2 thumbs up / thumbs down hands. He has 2 instant transmission hands, which I know they're not for instant transmission. Don't yell at me. I'm aware. That's Dragon Ball Z. He has 2 open palm hands. He has 2 really open palm hands. And then he has 1 hand with some sort of growth on it, which is for holding his fireball or his translucent blue swirly flower. I'm not entirely sure. You guys are going to have to use your own judgment for that, if that's accurate or not. It looks kind of cool. It's translucent blue with some shading. Personally, I think it would look better if it was darker blue and had less shading, but maybe this is accurate, so I can't say about that. That's going to be up for you guys to decide. Cool thing is, his hand fits on it really well. They sculpted it to fit without making it obvious, so that's awesome. And it actually pegs in nicely, so this is a much better design actually than Goku's Kamehameha that he can hold with his fingertips. This is way better. So that's awesome. Good job, Bandai. Good job. I suppose that would actually be pronounced Bandai. Anyway, here's the kunai. I don't know if I showed you these or not yet. I don't think I did, but they're actually really well done. They have some kind of shading going on here. They kind of go from really dark gray or dark gunmetal to a lighter silver at the tip. The handles are really well done, and then the back part is also that silver color. So very cool. And then lastly, we have 3 extra faces. So 4 faces in total. There's 1. And another one right here, which is his, I don't know, I think I might have just pooped my pants a little bit face. That's what that one is. And then this one is the, oh yeah, I definitely did. I hope no one finds out. And then this one is, oh no, I have to find a bathroom right away. Those are the faces he has. As far as likeness goes, again, I don't know, but you guys can decide for yourself. So let's talk about paint. He's got a lot of gray shading on the orange. If that's accurate, that's cool. The gray shading doesn't look that great on the orange. He kind of looks dirty. If that's what they're going for, then they did a really good job. If they were just going for shading, then it doesn't quite come off great. It doesn't look bad necessarily, but it kind of just looks a little bit off. Not bad though. The zipper, the silver zipper, is painted really well. The black and orange line work, so to speak, is done really well, and that is all sculpted also. You can feel that, so that's good. This thing up here on his shoulder, it looks a little sloppy, but it's not horrible, so that's okay. The wrap on his leg, not bad. The line work isn't perfect, but it's not too bad. You can't really notice it too much. This has really good shading on it, really well painted. The hair doesn't seem to have a whole lot of shading. If it does, it's really faint. Maybe there's a little bit of a peachish orange going on at the top. I can't say for sure. The paintwork on the face is good, so that's alright. And then the toes are painted okay. They painted the tan on top of the black, so there's a little bit of see-through going on. but again, it's not horrible, so that's okay. So as far as articulation goes, the head is on, well, I can show you actually, we'll just pop the face off. That's how you change out the faces. A ball peg with a ball hinge with another ball peg. So you can move the head around on the top of that joint, at the bottom, and then you have the hinge part also. So that should give you all you need. The neck, I don't know if it's supposed to have more than just this, but as far as I can tell, you can just rotate it kind of like that. So I'm not sure, it doesn't want to move any more than that, and since I don't own this figure, it's on loan to me from Drunk Panda Inc. Thanks to him for this review. I don't want to force it, but either way, you can pose his head all you need to. You can look up, you can look down, you should be fine. For the shoulders, we have a ball peg that goes into the torso that's hidden by this kind of cup piece. Then we have a ball hinge in the actual shoulder to give us the hinge, and then there's a bicep swivel built into that, very similar to actually the Power Rangers, or the I guess the Power Rangers would be the best example for this. Very similar design to that. Elbow joint's pretty standard, double hinged elbow, gives them a good range of motion, doesn't look too bad. The wrist, ball hinge just like in the neck. Upper torso feels like a double ball peg. It may be single, but it has a pretty good range of motion. Not the best side to side due to the sculpt, but you can rotate it, and it leans forward and back pretty well. And then we also have another, probably a single ball peg for the lower torso, with more rotation and more leaning in every direction. So you should be fine with that. One thing I did notice is that he does have a bit of a pot belly due to this layering system for the articulation. I know he's wearing a loose jacket, so that might be accurate or not. I don't know, but it is something to note on the figure. If it's supposed to look like that, then it's fine. If it's not, then it looks like he has a pot belly. That's up to you to decide. Again, standard SH Figuarts style hips. So we have the hinged ball peg. You can drop that down, and then he has probably one of the best range of motion in the hips for the SH Figuarts that I've seen, because it drops down really far. You can get that leg up there higher than I've seen on most figures, so that's pretty good. Then we have the ball peg in its socket for that articulation, and then we can rotate the thigh around even more. So pretty good hip articulation there. The knees, just like the Power Rangers, they don't really look that great. They've done much better on other figures. They're not horrible, and they have good range of motion, but the shiny orange plastic that doesn't really match just throws it off, and then having the sculpt like that throws it off even more. So we've seen better. It works, but we've seen better. The ankle is basically just a ball hinge. So we have the hinge there, and then it'll swivel at the top and bottom. So technically you can rotate it around and give him an ankle rocker, which is good. So the posability should be fine there. It's not even too bad going forward and back. It could be better, but it's not bad at all. And then we have a toe hinge, which is fairly effective despite the little tab that sticks out. So it's not bad at all. If you are a Naruto fan, then you should probably get one of these guys. They go for pretty cheap currently. I don't know if that's going to last forever, but it's a good figure. I have to say I recommend it if you're into the show, then and you collect figures, then you should probably grab one. I'll post some photos here at the end so you can see him in action, but he's definitely a pretty well-made figure despite the few little hiccups here and there. It's definitely a good figure. I also want to mention before we go, this is all sculpted, so they did a good job with that. So thanks for watching, guys. Make sure you subscribe to the channel so you can see my upcoming figure reviews, custom figures, and other good stuff. And in the meantime, keep collecting.